in the living daylights are you going to do?
You cannot wait and see.
Milton is expected to impact areas still cleaning up from Hurricane Helene, which slammed into Florida's Big Bend region as a major Category 4 hurricane. The storm created a 500-mile path of destruction across a number of states. Some in the storm's path are still without power and cleaning up damage. Florida's governor is deploying the National Guard to help assist with debris removal that could cause more damage from forecasted winds. I'm Lee Waldman, WGA.
Now, after a rainy weekend, the Susquehanna Valley this weekend did bring plenty of sunshine. Meteorologist Ryan Argenti joins me now. And Ryan, how's the rest of our night going to be shaping up?
Well, we'll expect to see some mostly clear conditions as we go through the rest of this evening. But I am looking at a chance of some showers, and I'll get into that here in just a little bit. But just to communicate about Hurricane Milton. Again, we were just talking about Milton. It is currently a Category 1 hurricane. As we go through the rest of this week, it is expected to intensify to even a Category 4 hurricane but as it makes its way eastward towards Florida. But again, is going to diminish a little bit, but still be a major Category 3 hurricane. So again, this is tapping on the heels of Helene. So if you have any family, if you have any interest towards Florida, I would let them know that we are looking at another impactful hurricane. And there's already rain falling over the Sunshine State as we look at our Storm Team Live Radar Network. Could see some more flooding in addition once this hurricane hits. But back home, Storm Team Live Radar Network not indicating much in terms of precipitation now, but we are keeping our eye on a cold front that's making its way east. It has some storm cells to the northwest parts of the Commonwealth, but I don't expect to see any impactful weather by the time we get into very late into tonight. 72 now in Lancaster, lower 70s for the entire area, and plan out the rest of your 12 hours. We are expecting those showers to move in by midnight, and then also around 2 o'clock we could hear a couple rumbles of thunder, just a couple. I don't expect any impactful weather for tonight, and I have the full forecast and more on the timing of these showers coming up in just a bit.
All right, thanks, Ryan. Tomorrow will mark 1 year since the start of the Israel-Hamas war, and today hundreds of Pennsylvanians gathered outside Governor Shapiro's mansion to call for divestment from Israel. Pro-Palestinian groups at the rally demanded Pennsylvania leaders take action to free hostages and advocate for the safety of Palestinians.
So we're here because today marks 12 months of federal-funded and state-funded genocide by the terrorist Israeli settler colony regime and the United States of America. We have a direct responsibility to speak up against this.
The rally also included a moment of mourning and prayer for the safety of those impacted by the ongoing war. To our Commitment 2024 coverage now. With less than a month until the election, the focus for candidates continues to be on battleground states like Pennsylvania. And this weekend, former President Trump returned to Western Pennsylvania for a rally at the Butler Farm Show complex with his running mate J.D. Vance. Following Vance's speech at the rally, our sister station in Pittsburgh spoke with the Republican vice presidential candidate, who says the return to Butler marked an important stop for the campaign.
Yeah, I mean, look, Western Pennsylvania is incredibly important. I don't think we're going to win this race unless we get a lot of people here in Western PA to support us. The way that I think about it is very simple. Western Pennsylvania has two really proud traditions, one in energy production and the other in manufacturing. Because of Kamala Harris's policies, things have gotten too expensive.
And we've learned tonight that Trump will once again be back in Pennsylvania this week with a campaign rally in Scranton, President Joe Biden's hometown. Trump will be speaking at a sports complex Wednesday afternoon. Tickets for that rally are available online. Campaigning also continued for Harris Walz this weekend, with some former students of Democratic Vice Presidential nominee Tim Walz visiting the Susquehanna Valley. The students traveled to York to canvass for the Harris Walz ticket and highlight the new way forward, the campaign's plan for the middle class. We spoke with one of the students who says she loved being Walz's student.
Mr. Walz really brought us all together. I think he can, no matter whether we're the football player or the theater nerd or a straight A student or really struggling, he connected with each of us and was universally loved in school, which I think is probably rare for a high school teacher.
This comes after Walz spoke to over 2,000 people during the campaign's bus tour in York last week. The Harris Walls ticket also has a big name campaigning in Pennsylvania for them this week, with former President Barack Obama starting a 27-day stretch on the campaign trail. He'll kick off his tour of several swing states with a visit to Pittsburgh on Thursday. And just a friendly reminder, the deadline to register to vote here in the Commonwealth is coming up. It'll be on October 21st. The last day to request a mail-in ballot is October 29th. Right now, Pennsylvania Turnpike officials are warning drivers to be wary as scam texts asking users to pay tolls are circulating once again. The Aid on Your Side team talked about this scam when it first started a few months ago, and this isn't the first time it's resurfaced. Basically, it's a text asking people to click a link to avoid late fees by settling supposed toll amounts. This weekend, a Pennsylvania Turnpike Facebook page post stressed these texts are once again being sent to drivers with a message to not click the link, explaining that the messages are trying to steal your financial information. If you want to verify your account balances, you can check your EasyPass account online. Be sure to never click any links in emails or texts from someone claiming to be from the Turnpike. And if you get one of these texts, you can file a complaint with the FBI's Internet Crime Complaint Center at ic3.gov. If you were in Lancaster today, you may have noticed some more traffic. That's because thousands of country music lovers were busy attending Fall Fest, the annual country music festival in Manheim Township. Overlook Park was filled with people all afternoon, with the sold-out event featuring half a dozen performers, including headliner Cole Swindle.
We had big names, but they might have been big names in the past or big names upcoming. Nowadays, we have big names that are big names now. And I think that has helped bring more people in because they know the people, they know the songs, and they're very excited about who's coming.
Coming up on News 8 at 6.
We're putting together as much as we can, basically. They go pretty fast at our distribution. A lot of families are in need of these products.
She's an 8 Who Cares award winner from York County who sees a big need in her community. Learn how she's making a difference with her nonprofit, Emily's Care Closet. And it's officially Red October for the Phillies, who are playing the first game in the National League Division Series against the New York Mets. News 8's Jacob Hall will join us live from Philadelphia in sports in about 10 minutes. Stay with us. News 8 at 6 will be right back.
You're watching WGAL News 8.
Welcome back. We're continuing to introduce you to WGAL's 8 Who Care award winners. They're people in our community who perform extraordinary community service. And that includes a teenager from York County who proves you're never too young to give back.
I always just love to help do service projects, go to soup kitchens and serve. And I wanted to have a nonprofit from a young age.
He has always been a kid that has wanted to give back.
So thank you all so much for coming.
Emily Bookhammer started that nonprofit when she was 15.
This is technically called our care closet, if you want to say. We have all of our supplies here. This is where we store it.
She runs Emily's Care Closet.
It provides personal care items to families in need.
In just 2 years, Emily's been able to help over 1,000 families, mostly from York County.
I just love it because I just like seeing the impact it has on the families.
That she on her own, saw the need and said, I'm going to do something about it. And I just thought it was amazing.
Once a month, Emily and her team of volunteers take as many care bags as they can to St. Matthew's Lutheran Church in York, where they're given out to anyone in need, no questions asked.
It's okay to ask for help when you need it. Everybody needs help at some point in their life.
It makes me feel great seeing people that need the help come in and it was amazing.
It's a lot of time, effort, and work that she puts into that amongst, the other things that she's doing.
When Emily isn't managing her nonprofit, she's busy, just being a teen.
I play field hockey. I'm the class vice president for my grade.
She also mentors children and holds down a part-time job, all while growing Emily's Care Closet to help more people.
All of these buckets are our women's clothes, so in this one is our women's pants.
Aside from care bags, she also holds Christmas and back-to-school drives with the focus always on teens.
One of the reasons she wanted to do the teen back-to-school drive is she said, Mom, I want teens to have the same clothes that I have going to school.
There's a lot of things for younger children, K through 5, or Christmas programs like Toys for Tots or different things, but there aren't many for teens and they're often forgotten about.
Above all, Emily wants to give families and teenagers dignity, and she also proves you're never too young to make a difference.
She's gotten to know some of these families and, has not only become a helping hand, but also like a friend, a confidant. She is caring, hardworking, and amazing.
She is collecting right now for the Teen Christmas Drive. For a list on what you can donate, just visit her website, emilyscarecloset.org.
Now, the WGAL News 8 Storm Team forecast with meteorologist Brian Argenti.
Gorgeous night across the Susquehanna Valley. Now you can see, looking live over Hershey now, beautiful skies there, gorgeous day today. And if you are tuning in from Hershey right now, you're sitting right around the 70-degree mark, 74 degrees, 54 dew points, making it feel very comfortable out there and making it a fantastic evening. 76 is our high for the day today. The average for this time of year is right into the low 70s, so about 6 degrees above average, but for the low temperatures, we're sitting right around par for our lows. 72 now in Lancaster, 73 in Lebanon, and if you're tuning in from Harrisburg, 74 degrees, so we're about low 70s for right now. And as we go through the rest of this evening, we'll be right between 66 and 70 degrees. We'll be mainly clear. We'll start to see some increasing clouds as we go through the rest of this evening into tonight. It'll remain comfy as well. Now tonight, it'll turn mostly cloudy. I am expecting a few showers, maybe a rumble of thunder or two for especially our westernmost counties. It'll be mild tonight as well, 56 to 60 degrees for the temperatures. Now for tomorrow, 66 to 70 degrees. It'll be partly sunny, breezy, and cooler for your Monday. And it's looking like, again, a very nice week coming up ahead, and I'll get to that in the 10-day in just a little bit. But your weather and health for the day tomorrow, we have high mold levels, good air quality. We have a moderate UV index, 45-minute burn time for you. And our Storm Team Live radar network not indicating anything at all for the Susquehanna Valley, but we widen out the picture, and we do see some storm systems that are up towards northwest Pennsylvania now, just up towards the parts of the Commonwealth and also parts of western PA as well. This is associated with a cold front, and this line of storms has enough energy to spark off storms out to the west. But by the time it makes, or this cold front, by the time the cold front makes its way to the Susquehanna Valley, look what happens. Predictors indicating that we just get a few showers, maybe a couple of rumbles of thunder by 1 o'clock this morning, or tomorrow morning, I should say. Still see those clouds hanging around as we go through the rest of the day, or the rest of the overnight hours into 7:30 in the morning tomorrow. Still see some clouds hanging around. Cold front pushes through, but behind that cold front, look what is influencing our weather. It's high pressure for days, and it's going to be very nice these next few days, several days I should say, with mostly sunny to partly sunny conditions as well from Monday into Tuesday, even into Tuesday evening. Now, I talked about the storm energy just a little bit. So right now we have a good amount of storm energy out to our west and even into the Ohio Valley. But once that storm energy makes its way eastward, look what happens. It withers away and completely is eaten away. We don't have enough storm energy to even sustain these storms to the Susquehanna Valley. So again, just expecting a few showers for the night tonight. Hurricane Milton now is a Category 1 hurricane, and we are expecting Milton to intensify to a Category 4 hurricane by Tuesday morning. Then start to weaken to a Category 3 hurricane, but it's still a major hurricane by Wednesday afternoon when it makes landfall on the western coast of Florida. So if you have any interest on the western coast of Florida, I would keep an eye on our forecast. But let's enjoy the 60-degree weather for back home. Breezy, comfy. These next couple of days, it'll be crisp, fall-like weather for the next several days coming up.